Mic check. Mic check 1 2. What's up, everybody? BTC Backpacker here again with another video. It's good talking with you guys. It's a little chilly out, and as you can tell, I'm in my loungewear. Anytime you guys see me in this outfit, I'm at home chilling because it's been a long day. We got a lot going on today. Got a lot of stuff done. Fanny's in the kitchen doing her thing, making a fantastic meal. And the kids are hanging out. I got a little bit of downtime, so I figured I'd come talk to you wonderful people. So I've been doing a lot of reading lately, and I've always been a fairly avid reader. It is a little hard at times to find the time to read because it is very busy throughout the day, and then in the evening time, that's kind of when we can get a semi-quiet or peace around the house. By that time, I'm a little tired, so we get reading in when we can. But I've been really trying to adopt it a lot more within our schedule and in my life and stuff like that. So even if I know I can't read a full book or even several chapters, if I can implement a little bit every day, then I'm happy with that, because those small gains, those small successes lead to great outcomes, right? And that's important, because taking something as simple as that and tying it into Bitcoin is something we need to really think about. We need to understand, in Buddhist philosophy, we believe that it's not always about going from point A to point B, although a lot of people will call that a goal. The issue I have with goals or New Year's resolutions are that it's not always about the start to the finish, because usually there's an end date. I want to lose weight. I want to lose 10 pounds by this date. That's not always the important thing. The important thing is the journey, the consistency, the drive, the discipline you have along that journey to achieve that end result. I don't like the word goal, because it is a very thrown around word for something that's like, here's the goal and that's it. I think it's important for us to understand the process it takes for us to get to achieve something. Now, in Bitcoin, we know that, we have our own numbers or amounts or things we want to achieve. And it's different for everybody. And but it's the journey that we take, the discipline, the self-growth that we're doing, the self-reflection that we should be reflecting on within ourselves to achieve that. It's something that we really should be more in tune with and understand that it doesn't come without its own difficulties. But we need to not beat ourselves up about something if we don't achieve something. We need to continue to grow, push forward, and learn from it and self-reflect. So, currently you hear a lot of talk about 0.1, 0.25, okay? I gave it some thought, and I do think that those numbers now are realistic for most people, because the goalpost, as we talked in our last video, is continuously moving and will continuously be moving. Not a bad thing. Bitcoin doesn't wait for anybody. It's sailing, it's floating down the river, doing its thing, and it's saying, hey, I'm here. If you want it, come get it. Respectfully so. So with that being said, the 0.21 Bitcoin right now is going to be, at the current price, $8,391 US, give or take a little bit, right, depending on what exchange or whatever you're looking at. Okay? Or 10 million Satoshis. We like Satoshis around here. But it's a pretty big number, right? It's a pretty big number. 8,000, 500 or so dollars, whatever, is a number that I would unfortunately say that a lot of people don't even have in their bank account. Now, we all know that it's about consistency, DCA, discipline, the journey to get to our end destination. It's about the constant Put some in every week. Put some in every week. Sacrifice the coffee. Sacrifice the energy drinks. Sell your stuff, right? We know this, okay? A number that might be more obtainable for most. And I think that this is the barrier to entry, the starting point. And this should be your first achievement. And it's a big achievement. It's not a little one. And that's getting to 0.01, guys. 0.01. Get to 1 million sats. Currently at that price, it's about $840, give or take. You're talking some overtime, a side job. Definitely achievable. Definitely achievable. That's the one you really want to strive for. That's the one you really want to push for, because once you see the process and the things you have to do from your discipline, yourself, you're going to be able to say, hey, if this got me 1 million Satoshis, it's a multiplier of 10 to get to the 0.1, right? It'll give you a good roadmap, a good understanding and estimate to what you need to do to achieve to get to the next goal. Now, I'm a believer of we need to adopt principles in our life to be the best version of us, the best person. Bitcoin is psychology. Bitcoin is mindset. Okay? It's a practice. Bitcoin is a practice. Buddhism is a practice. Okay? At the end of the day, when Buddhist philosophy, not to go too deep down the rabbit hole, and like many other religions, and Buddhism is not a religion, so this is no shame to people who are religious out there. Buddhism is a practice that could be implemented within religion, within society and culture. To keep it simple, we always want to strive to be the best version of us. We always want to self-reflect on ourselves and understand that giving is more important than receiving. Giving knowledge, giving information, helping others. Okay? It all comes full circle. And there's going to be times where you don't recognize it coming full circle, but it all comes full circle. Always striving to be the best version of you for the loved ones around you. And most importantly, for yourself, because you have to put the mask on yourself in times of crisis and suffering and pain before you can help anybody else. So, that's part of the no goals and the changing of within. Okay? We need to set short and medium and long-term achievements, not goals. I want to change this within myself, because I had a bad habit and tendency of saying goals because I was so conditioned to say goals. And we are products of what we've done in our past. We're products of our upbringing. We're products of who we hang around. We're products of our work environment. We're products of what we see, what we read, what we do. We are a reflection of our reality and of our past. But our reality currently and our past then does not mean that is who we are forever in this world. We can always adapt and grow. Here's the thing. We know, and within Buddhist scriptures, 30 to 45 days is how long it usually takes to recycle or reset our mind or our habits to form a new habit, right? With the neurons within our brain, it takes that long to recycle or reset, okay? So, within the 30 to 45 day process of you wanting to change anything, it doesn't matter what it is. It could be reading a book, not watching TV, not consuming news. It could be whatever, going to the gym. There's a 30 to 45 day process that needs to be strictly adhered to in order for that to actually begin to start making a change. Our brains are like a muscle, right? We have neurons in our brain. What happens is we're our own worst enemy. We're the ones that limit ourselves. And the thing is when we want to change something, Change isn't always about a physical process. Quite frankly, it's a mental process that needs to start, and that is far superior over the physical process. The little accomplishments we make a day are important. Let me give an example. You want to go to the gym and you want to lose 10 pounds. That's the go-to in American culture. I can probably almost guarantee we can all relate to that. And that's okay. Nothing wrong with that. You go to the gym, New Year's resolution, and you say, I want to lose this weight. Let's say you're a week in, 2 weeks in. The first week you hit it hard, Monday through Friday, whatever. Then the next week you go and then you're hitting it hard too. I mean, you're just going ham. Crazy. But then you start to taper off. Maybe a month into it, you start tapering off. Then you don't go, and then you're skipping days, and you find excuses. Just because you went hard that first couple of weeks or week doesn't mean you're going to get swole, buff, fit. You're going to see the progress and the results when you make the small changes of going every day and doing enough work, more than what you did yesterday, the next day. The consistency is the key to success in all aspects of life, especially with Bitcoin. Consistency is key in your relationships, in Bitcoin, in your resolutions, in whatever you do in life. Consistency is key. So adapt and change and adjust your mindset to a consistent mindset, a consistency mindset, a mindset to where you're going to work on you to be the best version of you. If it's a compliment today, then that's one compliment more you gave today than you did yesterday. Even if you read for 10 minutes, that's 10 minutes more today than you read yesterday. Even if you stacked $1 or $2 more of Bitcoin today than you did yesterday, that's all progress. It doesn't matter if I did $100 today, but then the next 5 days you didn't do anything. Okay, I'm talking on DCA. Let's say you DCA $10 a day, and let's say today I did a $10, and then the next couple of days I did $11, and then $12, and then maybe I couldn't do anymore, so I went back to the 10. That's fine, because you're seeing the leapfrog effect. You're seeing the progress regardless. Everything you do. So set your goals. See, there we go. Rate it live. I caught it myself. No, it's not a goal, guys. It's not a goal. And I'm going to change this in my mind. I have to. And I have to be honest with you. I got to be honest with myself. I got to be honest with my family. We're not doing goals. We're progressing forward in our mind. And it's such a word that I'm starting to really dislike. Goals. It's so overused. And it's just tossed around. Self-progress, self-reflection, self-action, self-change, self-love. That's what's important. Okay? We have to control consuming what we take in. We have to control our actions. We have to control our mood. We have to be able to be in control of our lives in our physical form at this moment of being aware, looking up, looking at people in their eyes, looking at the scenery, the views, the sunsets, not consuming as much, digital media. It doesn't mean you disappear from it. It just means that if I spend X amount of hours normally on digital media, let me cut down 30 minutes to an hour and just make those gradual changes for yourself just to clear your mind. I'm not going to sit here and tell you to go meditate or anything like that, even though that's stuff we implement. But sometimes we just need to get back to our roots and reground ourselves and understand that the small leaps we make every day to progress forward are a hell of a lot more important than 1 or 2 days of trying to go 100%, but then falling back to doing the same thing. So, when it comes to Bitcoin, stay consistent, stack, own more Bitcoin today than you did yesterday. Try to think, if you're in your life, when you see dollars, think of everything in Satoshis. Don't ever settle for these amounts. Always strive for more. Don't be greedy, but don't be complacent either. Okay? Stay humble. Literally stay humble. And love your friends, love your family, call your loved ones. Be the best version of you. And always try to push forward and make progress in your life to be the best version. So anyways, BTC Backpacker here. Dropping a little bit of wisdom on you guys. I'm just speaking my stuff, man. Comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification. Somewhere up here, I got a QR code. I'm always open and blessed for everything you guys do. If you have any questions, please let me know, guys. And until next time, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.